Hey gang, how you doing today? This is Chris with PEO Metrics. PEO Metrics is a free service which quickly compares the top 5 to 8 PEOs for your business, saving you up to 30% on your PEO costs. When we compare, you save. Today is an interesting conversation because we're talking about how PEOs create value for private equity acquisitions, okay? So thinking about private equity acquisitions, companies looking to acquire other businesses, how can PEOs come in and create additional value? We know that private equity companies looking to acquire companies, they're looking to accelerate growth in hyper-competitive markets. So how can partnering with a PEO offer advantages tailored to those needs and potential growth trajectory, right? I think one of the concerns that private equity might have in acquiring a company is their infrastructure, right? Making sure that they have the right management team in place and the internal resources and expertise needed to establish robust infrastructure to support the expected growth, right? Because if a private equity firm is acquiring a company, they want it to grow, right? So that's, I think, the first advantage of partnering with a PEO is the HR infrastructure, okay? Because PEOs provide access to comprehensive HR solutions. They'll help with payroll, benefits administration, compliance support, employee management systems. And when they come in and provide that service, these acquired companies are now able to outsource those challenging HR related issues. And that really allows those companies to focus on their core competencies, right? And driving growth, which is most important, while ensuring HR compliance and HR efficiency. I think hand in hand with growth from an acquired company is the need to attract and retain top talent, right? It's going to be a challenge to grow if you're losing key talent, right? And if you're trying to grow, you're going to need to attract top talent into that acquired business, right? So that's critical for these acquired businesses' success. One thing PEOs can offer is super competitive benefits packages, because when a company enters into a PEO model, you go into a co-employment model. So you can benefit from the economies of scale. So a smaller company now has access to a Fortune 500 level benefits package at a significantly reduced cost, sometimes upwards of 25 to 30% lower cost for healthcare, retirement plans, and other perks. We know it's difficult to compete with larger companies for skilled professionals. Partnering with a PEO may help with recruitment assistance and attracting and retaining the best organization for your acquired target, right? The other piece is scalability. Like, you want these businesses to grow. PEOs are experts in dealing with fluctuating workforce needs, right? So you don't have someone in an HR department on site having to navigate and juggle resumes, adding employees, downsizing, etc. You have a offsite PEO expert. You've outsourced these headaches to the PEO, and they are experts in scaling HR services up or down as needed without that heavy administrative burden, right? I'd say the next thing is compliance support. One thing you want to make sure when you're acquiring companies is that there's no hiccups in the foreseeable future, right? If you want to sell a company in the future that's had multiple compliance challenges like employment law issues, tax regulation issues, or workplace safety issues, that's going to be a major wrench in your operation, right? That's where PEOs can come in and be very helpful because they specialize in HR compliance and staying updated on changing regulations, helping your businesses navigate the legal requirements and mitigate compliance risks. Essentially, your portfolio companies, your acquisitions will now have access to HR expertise that they wouldn't normally have in-house, right? at potentially a significantly reduced cost, okay? So it can really help your venture funded or your private equity acquisitions establish a very strong HR foundation, attract and retain top talent, and truly ensure compliance with regulations, focus on accelerating their growth and success in hyper-competitive markets. If you're thinking about whether a PEO makes sense for your acquisitions or for your private equity firm, we should have a conversation, because at PEO Metrics, what we do is we partner you with the top 5 to 8 PEOs for your organization. Okay, it's a free service, and we save you up to 30% on your PEO costs versus shopping directly with a PEO. So we'd like to provide you with this free analysis. If you click the link in the video description and you tell us a little bit about your company, our PEO experts will reach out to you and let you know whether we think a PEO makes sense for your operation. And if it does, we can partner you with who we think might be the best PEO to help you be most successful and continue to make more and more acquisitions. Thanks for watching.